Hi, fellow travelers on this road of sobriety. I wanted to go back and continue from where I left off in my first video about my journey into the hell that was alcoholism. I left off with me starting college and the difference between where I had been in my home environment and high school environment into where it was like in my college environment. So I started college when I was 17. I turned 18 in October. The drinking age at the time was 18, so there was a lot of alcohol on campus. I couldn't go into the bar on campus, but I could go to any party that was there to be had on the weekends or even during the week or whatever. And I discovered that alcohol made me feel funnier, more attractive, able to converse easier with the opposite sex. Remember, I had gone to an all-girls Catholic high school, so I wasn't used to that type of interaction. Alcohol loosened up everything. It loosened up my brain, it loosened up my actions, it loosened up how I thought about myself. I had never felt like I fit in my whole life, and alcohol made me feel like I fit in. So I went through college. I always say, like, I discovered sex, drugs, and rock and roll in college, and I did. And that's when the blackouts started, and there were days that I would wake up and not know where I was, how I'd gotten there. And it was scary the first couple of times. I have to admit, it was scary. But the more it became a regular occurrence, the more I was like, okay, so this is just what drinking is all about, so you black out, you forget a few things, maybe you feel a little embarrassed the next day, you don't really want to know what happened the night before, but that was my reality. By the time I was a senior in college, I was a daily drinker. And I took some pretty hard courses my senior year in college, and I took accounting at a time when calculators were still pretty new, and they were very expensive, and I couldn't ask my parents for a new calculator, so I took my accounting course, literally adding up like rows and columns of numbers, and took my final exam. I was the only one in the class without a calculator. So talk about not fitting in. I mean, I didn't have the money that the other kids had, but alcohol made me feel like I fit in. And I was a daily drinker by the time I was a senior. And as it happens, I also got my highest grades that year. I got a 3.7 and a 3.8 my last 2 semesters of college. And I was like, wow, I guess alcohol makes you smart. I'll continue in the next video with post-college and where that all went to. Thanks so much for listening.